Beautiful. We are doing this live. Thank you for hopping on over to Google Sheets. This is what I recommend you do. Since we're building a budget from scratch, I suggest that you just follow me exactly how I do it and then go back and enter your own numbers so you can, have a budget that actually matches what you're going to do. So the first thing I want to say since we're here is do not be intimidated by this if you're not an Excel person. I am not either. I do it as simple and easy as I can because I'm not a wizard with this stuff. I just try to keep it basic, simple, and get the job done. So the first thing we're going to want to do is, and I'm just going to do exactly this template that I previously made. I'm showing you how to get there, but the first thing you're going to want to do is lay out your monthly net income, which all that is your income after taxes. You can find that on your paycheck. But we're going to go with 4,000 for quick G's. And I'm using that because I think that's near the national average. I come up here to these numbers here, more formats, 1, 2, 3. And I like accounting because it puts the dollar sign over here. Some of these other options put it close to the number. So if that's what is going to tickle your fancy, you're welcome to use those two. I'm pretty sure it's going to work. From there, we're going to list out our categories. And, sometimes categories change, but we're going to use the ones that we've been using thus far. So we're going to need a tithe and giving. We're going to want to do our rent and our mortgage. We're going to want to do our groceries, how much we're spending on food, utilities, internet and phone. Utilities is like electric and gas and whatnot. Transportation, albeit public or private. I guess your car would be private transportation. Health and entertainment, and then debt. And, your debt category could be save if you were trying to save for that first month of 1 month of emergency fund. And from there, all we're going to want to check is that when we create our percentages is that it adds up to 100. And the reason that's important is because we want to ensure every dollar in our budget has a purpose and it's going somewhere. So we need our total to be 100%. So for tithe and giving, and, this looks different I want to say, when I say tithe, I want you to know that it could be giving for you. I believe in giving to a church and, but this could be like charity for you or giving to a friend in need, just spending 10% on something like that. And then your rent is going to be 25%. And don't mind that these percentage categories are already here. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, like the little percent sign. Groceries, let's do 10. Actually, let's change some of these. Let's try to go maniac. So we have tithe at 10, rent and mortgage, let's put it at 10. Groceries, let's knock it down to like 6. Utilities, 4. Internet and phone, let's say that's 3. Transportation, 3. Health, 4. Entertainment, let's do like 5. And then 35. How close are we to 100? So we're going to do equal sum, left parentheses, and then we're just going to click and drag all the way down, close the parentheses, and that is 3,545%. That's wrong. And I believe that's because of this guy. So if we want to turn a number into a percentage, we just type in the number and hit percent. We might have to change the amount because it probably took it as the wrong one. Just change that to 35. Sweet. So we're only 80% into our budget right now. That means we can add some stuff here. Why don't we add 20% to our debt category? Boom. Piece of cake. So now we're fully 100% spent. Our debt we're going to make waves in our debt payments here. And from here, we need to know what dollar amount does that actually equate to. So we're going to put amount at the top. Then we're going to hit our trusty equal sign again. We're going to use a command click because I'm trying to think. I'm using a Windows keyboard on a Mac. So command click onto your net monthly income. And from there, you're going to click in between the D or whatever your letter is and put a dollar sign there. And all that's going to do is lock in that number 4,000. That means it's not going to change. Don't change this number. Leave it as it is. We're going to do Shift 8, which makes a little star. Then you're going to Command click whatever the percentage is to the left of it. Sweet. So now we have our total here. So 10% of 4,000 is 400. That's true. From there, you're just going to want to click this little blue square at the bottom right and drag and pull it down. Beautiful. And now I'll do a Command B to make that bold. Now we want to make sure that our amount adds up to 4,000 because we can't end up spending more money than we actually have. We're fact checking ourselves here. You do a Command click and hold, bring it all the way down. And then you can just hit enter and that's 4,000. Beautiful. So now we just made a monthly budget. And what you're going to use this for is you're going to want to pop in and change these categories and change these percentages based on whatever it is you have to spend on for that month. For example, and I say this like dreaming of the days when you're debt free. Let's say you have to travel next month. For this month's budget, you might want to write save for travel, and you can put that money straight into a savings account for you to use next month. And then that next month comes around, you're going to have a category that says travel for you to spend on. And then if you want to make this pretty, here's what I do. I will click and then drag over to highlight those. Go up to our trusty paint bucket here and choose a pretty color. Let's do this green. And then you can go to this text. This is the text color, and I usually just choose white. And I think it's nice because then it stands out. And that's how you do it. Next, in the next video, I will show you similar how you wrote down your hand transactions, how you wrote them down by hand. We're going to open up another tab at the bottom here and then do the same thing. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll see you in the next one. Plug in your own numbers to this, play with it, and make sure you have the correct amounts for you. See ya.